Welcome, I'm playing Star Citizen, testing PTU build 3.0.0 Alpha Hotel, version 679448. Just logged on December 7th, 2017 at 11:44 p.m. And we're going to see what we got. Signs are pretty good so far. I'm showing low 30s for frame rates. And usually I keep my task manager up. There's a couple apps in there that I can keep a look at all my computer stats on, but right now I'm not going to do that. I'm just playing for right now. Alright, so let's go on out of here. See how bad these frames drop. I'm on a Ryzen 7 1700 overclocked to 4 gigahertz. Got an NVIDIA GTX 1080 with 8 gigabytes of RAM. Memory is 16 gigabytes, running at 300. Well, it's overclocked. It's 3200 speed, but it's overclocked to 3333 with CAS latencies around 16, 14 I think. Honestly, the whole point of filming today is I want to catch something stupid, just some kind of craziness going on. Running at 1080p. Would like to try to get it 60 frames, but of course this is the test build, and frames are not going to be anywhere near that high. This is Port Olisar. This is your typical spawn point when you're first spawning into the game for right now. Outside, let's see. It's Crusader over there, big planet, gas giant that we can't get to. So looks like he's checking things out. That's alright, good on him. He's probably waiting for somebody to come pick him up. A lot of people loitering. Got some Big Benny's noodles. Grab, eat. I don't know, usually nothing crazy happens on Olisar, so I'll grab us a ship and we'll head down to a planet and see if we can see some craziness down there.
Welcome to the Port Olisar ship deck. Please press the screen to continue.
There's a lot of times that once I spawn in here, I'm just on autopilot. I just run past everything now. I don't stop to just look at it anymore.
This station has been designated as an armistice zone. Tampering with weapon safety protocols is strictly forbidden.
Alright. I usually have problems with the cat, so we'll get a cat out and see if something crazy happens. D00. All right.
Unattended on launch platforms will be returned to storage.
Be interesting. I'll come out here and see the doors floating up into space. At least on my computer, these frames have gotten a lot more stable. The build's a lot more stable. There's no spiking. Everybody was complaining about CPU spikes, and I was experiencing them too. But now I don't see any spiking on the CPUs. The GPUs would do the exact opposite with the computer. When the CPU would spike, the GPUs would drop out. I don't see that happening anymore. RAM usage is still a little bit high. Last time I checked, it was up around 12 out of the 16 gigabytes. So that eats up quite a bit. And looks like there's a hornet checking the cat out. Or maybe he just landed. He's probably just landed. Alright, so these guys are usually pretty antsy about getting you off the ground here. So I'll get in and take off real quick. Currently, this is my favorite ship in game. That's flyable. It's just, the guys that created this did an amazing job on the interior in here. And it just really captures the kind of environment that I want to play in the universe. And here we go. Command module. We'll get in here and crank her up. Here lately it's been kind of, for a while, the cat has been almost impossible to lift up off the pad, but now it seems like whenever I turn the flight ready mode on,
Hello and welcome
it
aboard your
immediately
new
starts
interplanetary
kicking up.
craft. Your systems are online.
And I want to get out of this chair real quick so I can get all my MFDs up, because that's the current bug, is that you only get one of them when you first sit down. And now they all should come up. Boom, good to go. And we should be able to lift off.
Launch complete.
Nice, nicely
Landing
done.
gear up.
Power away from the port. We'll take a look back. Say goodbye. And see if we can head off to Daymar maybe. There we go. Set his destination. This part of the mobile glass seems to be working a lot better now. I use home to go straight to the map and close out, and I don't seem to have any problems with it. Lining up on our jump point. And we'll do some quantum traveling.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Alright, so what's over here on this side? Shubin is on the dark side, it looks like. Our Corp is down there. Kind of far away. Can I get any closer? Let's see if I can get a little bit closer here.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Where is she? There we go, 305. That's doable. Alright, so let's go full power. Then we'll do some afterburn. See if we can't get her close to 900 meters per second. If she doesn't do this crazy thing that she does. There we go. I can hear a ship out there, I think. There it goes. They're headed to our Corp, so we'll get down there and see if they're doing something crazy. Whoa, that's weird. I've never seen that graphical error before. Try to target the ship and puts that crazy icon on there. Alright, so we're at cruise speed. Already recovering some of our hydrogen fuel. So I'm just going to let it run. Take a look at our control panel here. Can't seem to get our targeting display to work correctly, but that's alright. Not planning on doing any combat in this thing at the moment. Alright. So I'm gonna hop up. Had some cargo in this bay before. I should be any in there now, but I'm gonna double check. Oh, it's dark in here. So scary. Alright. We are still hurtling toward the planet, by the way, but it's space, so I think we're okay. It'll just keep us on course and keep us at a steady pace. So good. All my cargo bays are empty. That's awesome. And we'll check the nose section. And empty too. Good deal. It's weird. These doors are acting like they're not here and letting in all that light. Frames are pretty steady, right in the high 20s, low 30s. That's much, much better than what it was. Alright, back up to the command section. We still got a ways to go. I wonder if the engine dropped back down to 0. Yep, sure did. My cheese safe is off. Oh, because I'm in Afterburn. All right, 185 kilometers away. The last time I was playing a cat, I had a fully loaded Caterpillar going to Levski, and Levski was a little bit closer than I'm normally used to when I'm coming down from orbit, and I didn't start braking as early as I usually do. I usually treat these things like those giant cargo ships, and everything is done super slow, super early, and but that time I was cruising in there, and by the time I started slowing down, Levski was screaming by underneath me, and I start this turn where I'm facing 180 degrees back toward Levski, but the ship is still going in the original direction because it has so much momentum, and it took almost 19 kilometers to stop my reverse momentum and start heading back to Levski. It was pretty crazy. So now I have to realize that a fully loaded cat is going to have a ton more momentum than something like this empty one I'm flying today. So I've got a little bit steeper of an approach today. I want to see if I can level out before we get to the Corp mining area, and then just fly level and true, slowing down so that we approach it nice and easy. So I'm going to start dropping some speed here. So there we're tracking maximum safe speed, current altitude. We got some atmospheric entry going on. Everything's looking good right now. Less than 60 kilometers out. Well, it'll take some time because this thing's starting to slow down pretty good. So the last 40 plus clicks are going to peel off a little slower, but much more safely. Just minor little incremental adjustments here. The interesting thing is in the bigger ships like this, the IFCS doesn't it doesn't seem like it's as fighty. Like in the smaller jets and stuff, the atmosphere is pushing you around, and the IFCS is just working. On this big one here, you can tell it's wiggling a little bit, but it doesn't feel out of control. It feels solid and heavy, and like it's cruising along, like it has the right weight. And yeah, I'm a little too slow here. I'm gonna run this up to 100% thrust. So the hydrogen fuel scoops, the reclaimers, are much better now. I was having a problem getting the cat to the ground in the last few versions. This is much better. I'm gonna put us on target now. And this is, I'm sorry if this is boring, but this is the pace when I'm flying big ships like that. This is the pace I like my numbers to peel off. Nice and measured and safe. I guess it is. I guess the atmosphere is pushing this around a little bit, and IFCS is fighting it, but it's not as noticeable on these bigger ones as it is. The little planes just get pushed around so hard, and I've watched people when they're playing it, it's like they're fighting the IFCS, like they could do a better job, and it actually makes it worse if they just leave it alone and let the computer try to keep the vehicle stable. Yeah, it's crazy, but at least it's under control. So maximum safe speed is dropping under 300 meters per second, which is fine. That'll start slowing down here pretty soon. In fact, it's considerably slower than when it started. Altitude, it's going to be passing through Angels 4. Still at 100% throttle. Probably go to 50% at about 10 kilometers. Just to make sure that those numbers keep peeling off at the same safe speed. We are on final approach. We don't have an artificial horizon, so I can't tell you what our angle is, but I feel like it's pretty decent. Gonna come nose up a little more. Probably gonna have to adjust to the right just a little bit, fly over that ridge before I start dropping down. Right under 5,000 meters now. Looks like there's a couple ships on the ground over. Let's see if I can target them without it going crazy. Dragus. Yeah, he's the only one I can target. No hostile contacts. We're at 3,000, so we'll drop to 25% thrust. And I'm not going to request a landing spot. I'm just going to set this off to the side on a flat area somewhere, so I don't have to worry about them storing it. Alright. Got a nice view on our Corp over there. Bringing the nose up, landing gear down.
Landing gear down.
See if we can get an external view here. Help us find a spot to put down. I'll probably swing around and come off to that area over there to our immediate right. Or immediate left, I'm sorry. Be a little bit of a walk, but she's a big bird, so putting her down anywhere closer is going to be kind of a pain in the butt. Alright, starting our turn. You know what, maybe that's an acceptable spot. Dropping a little bit more speed. Can we put her right here? Kill all of our forward momentum. Let's take a look at our landing site here. Strafe over a little bit. And I think this will be okay. Start taking her down a little. I think this looks pretty good. Oh, it's a little bit uneven. Yeah, the cat's not gonna like that a whole lot, but I think it'll still be okay. I think we're good here. Alright. Let's find engine off. See if we do a full shutdown while I have it. Alright. Let's hop out and see if there's any craziness going on out here. The one guy who was here went ahead and left. God, this build is so much better. Alright. Made it to the planet without crashing to the desktop. Here's my caterpillar. And looks like an Aurora coming in for a landing. There you go. Get some of those gears down on the ground. I said gears. Look at that. Nice, responsible approach. Nice and smooth. Maybe I spoke too soon. Alright, there you go. Level out. Yay, I'm safe in the armistice zone. Let's see how he does. We're gonna have a good landing. Ooh, slow it down. Any landing you can walk away from, I guess. But anyway, so this is Daymar. This is the Corp mining facility, Area 141, as you can clearly see on the blue right ahead of me. And right now, the atmosphere out here is 1.5 atmospheres, but not the good kind. There's a lot of nitrogen out there, and that's about it. No good O2 for us. So we're gonna go inside. Come on. There we go. Cycling. Oh, I got a cat here. I wonder if I can fill it up with stuff. Oh, looking good. Except... oh, maybe because the cat's not on the pad? I don't know. That's probably why. My cat's not sitting on the cargo pad out there, so it's not going to let me put anything in there. because it doesn't recognize it as being here, because I didn't request clearance to land. I just put it out in the desert for someone to steal, which is totally a thing. But that's okay. That's kind of one of the reasons why I landed here, so that if I wanted to, I could just spawn another ship and go back. Functionality, so far everything's working pretty good. Had a little bit of a lag with the with being able to press F and access this, but worked out just fine. Wave to that dude. Here's one of the landing pads here. We're gonna speed things up a little bit as we go check out some of these other facilities before I try to spawn a Nox or something to kill myself with. Slow down a little bit here. See, that worked just fine that time. Alright, this is the actual mining part of the mining facility. That's a mining device right there. There should be a unit in here to run it. There we go. Right there. But not interactable at the moment. Which is probably a good thing, because people would have run this into the ground by now. This is probably where they're living at. Oh, there's another one. Oh, wow. They're serious about mining right here. So then the living quarters would be... Which door did I come in? That one. So over here. Nope, that's the door I came in. Oh, it's another mining facility. So this is all work, no play right here. So they've got to have a, see, here we go with this. And there we go. So, I don't know if it was me spamming the F button or not, but that's what you get. So I'm gonna kill this for now. We'll re-engage later as they send me the little thank you note for submitting your crash. And you are welcome. Thanks for testing.